Yolan True and welcome to another exciting day in our galaxy. And today, first of all, because this is coming from Germany, already Merry Christmas, because it's Christmas Eve, and in Germany, Christmas Eve is the big day. So tonight we're gonna have some nice food. It's very tight traditions in different families and different regions in Germany what you have on Christmas Eve food wise. And Christmas Eve is the time when we open our presents. So it's kind of the big day for the kids here. And of course for the grown-ups as well. And so it's a little very Christmassy video already here on my channel. And today, of course, I want to talk about something that could bring a little harmony in the game, at least for the newer players here. You know, after all the stuff about the new arc, I usually talk often about things for the new players in this game. And today I want to talk about something people call the Alliance Imperative, which in the end has to do with teamwork as well, which fits very well for Christmas. So, when you're a new player, you should, as soon as possible, find a suitable alliance for you. Because there are a lot of advantages being in an alliance. You can find it, Jordi will lead you to the alliance picking place. And I can only show you how to leave an alliance at the moment because I'm a member of one. But you will find it. But there are some open alliances there. And you shouldn't pick these. The open alliances, usually on all the servers where I have been, were kind of dead alliances, at least in case of leadership. So there is no leadership, so nobody takes care of violations of the rules of engagement or whatever you call this on your server. There are different names for that as well, as I learned meanwhile. And then a lot of other alliances will put you on cost. That means kill on sight. That means you're at war with them. So always look for an alliance that might suit you language-wise, first of all, is a very important part. And then look out for the people there. And then talk to one of the Commodores. It's usually on the alliance page, or I cannot show that on ours. But let's see if there are other alliances here in that system. The red ones usually are the ones with what we would say are those open alliances. But let's have a look at GST, for example. There they have written who is responsible for diplomacy and stuff. But sometimes you find the name there, who's responsible for recruiting. But you also can see on the bottom left with Eliza, for example, who's the admiral. So there are people you can contact in this alliance and talk to them about if you can join them. And also you can see in the public info usually what language they do speak in this alliance. I've been in international alliances, in English-speaking alliances, and I've been in German alliances. At the moment I am in 2 German alliances, and one with my big account, one with my smaller account. But for me it's not a problem. So I can choose freely. But how do you judge where you want to go? And sometimes already the Galaxy chat can be kind of a hint when you sometimes, I usually ignore Galaxy chat, but still, if you want to see how people behave there, you often see some drama and stuff. And the people doing drama on Galaxy chat are usually from an alliance where I would say, okay, stay away from them. But you need to look around, and in the end you have to make your own experience with an alliance if they fit to you or not. But you really should start finding that out early on. Go to an alliance because they do bring advantages. First of all, you get the alliance help we talked about. I just need to help 7 people here. They reduce your research time, your building times. And of course, there are other advantages. There's territories with territory services. I'm in a small alliance here. We only have 3 territories, but they already bring bonuses. Also, a Monovine construction yard and a Voyager construction yard where I can get blueprints. But also still the hostile combat enhancer and everything, and the isogen, etc. There's also different things in our territory that I can mine. And then Of course, there's the Alliance store, where in the territory store I can get particles I need. As you can see here, a number of particles I can get. There are Meridian blueprints I can get, Voyager blueprints I can get. Monovine comes later, level-wise. And so all these are advantages of being in an alliance. And of course, what I've shown on my Let's Play channels several times, you can, as a new player, early on get assistance with armadas as well. I had all my Armada cores in place before I even could research the Armada Control Center and then build it. Because bigger players started smaller armadas for me I could reach with my warp range and let me take part and so collect loot there. And so I had everything in place before I reached the ops level to build the ACC. And there are so many things like that. I'm still doing armadas with bigger players who send smaller ships for their size, but still big enough ships to defeat the armadas, but not to take too much loot away. And a lot of other things that they are helping me with as a small player. I started 7.5 weeks ago with this account that is now Ops 38. And especially on the smaller stages, they helped me a lot. I just needed to ask. And that's the point where I say the alliance comes in if it fits to you, if it's a good teamwork alliance. So, of course, I had to ask. We all have fingers to, usually would say we have a mouth to speak, but in this case we have fingers to type. So just ask when you need something. And if you're in a good teamwork alliance, of course they will say, yeah, I can help you, no issue. And that's why you need to find a good teamwork alliance that suits you. It doesn't matter if you're the most active player. Real life always comes first. I have to take care of 2 accounts now, so my bigger account, my alliance is probably from time to time handing out missing leaflets about me. And yesterday evening when I started an Armada, they were like, oh, there you are. Of course, they know what I'm doing, but I cannot play 24/7. And it doesn't matter if you can play 24/7. A good alliance should accept that you do the best you can in the amount of time you have for playing. Of course, there are some things that you have to take part in, like territory defenses. You have to do your chores in the incursion once you are at those levels, etc. And of course, when you are the bigger one, you should assist the smaller ones as well. And that means then, if that works from both sides, you have found an alliance that suits you. But if you cannot find an alliance on your server that suits you, or you're on too old server with people who are too grown into their customs, they wouldn't let anybody in before Ops level 40 or whatever, then don't forget that up to Ops level 12 you can switch servers. So if you really cannot find anything on your server, a proper alliance, before you leave Ops 12, switch servers. But the most important part is that you find an alliance that suits you, because this game is not fun without a proper alliance. I often see people with one-man alliances because they cannot cope with the other people and stuff like that. Of course you can do that. But being in an active alliance, even in a small one. On my big account, I'm in the top 1 alliance, but here, if you have a look, where are we at the moment? So let's have a look. We are the 16th strongest alliance, but that doesn't matter because we're doing well. And if you see, have a quick look at the AC on top. They know that I'm filming my Christmas Eve video right now, and you see they are even supporting that with their Christmas messages. So Gust also says Merry Christmas to you. And so that's the important point. Of course, there's always single players in an alliance that annoy you from time to time. Of course, I have that too. But it's the overall relationship within the alliance that's the important part. So if you're a new player, really make sure that you end up in a good teamwork alliance that will get you further. And then you can help others to get further in this game and to show some progress. And today also I want to do something very different, because I started the video with telling you what we do here in Germany on Christmas Eve. And of course, I would like to know wherever you're from, and I know there are people from many countries around the world watching my videos in English. Let me know how you spend Christmas Eve where you are. And please write in the comments. You know that I'm a curious guy, and I'm really looking forward to hear how you spend Christmas Eve. And if you want to see another video right now, the next one is right here in the end screen. I'll see you there. I'll be back.